She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS with a keychain, a pinky. Her cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is my oyster, but the free market's a scam. Everything's been changing since last generation was born, and they won't try to take and change. Use a two-edged sword. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I've fallen in love again. Don't stop until you. I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck this cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. It's never too late to fall in love with the world. Your past is not today, so set your stride with a twirl. Yeah, we've all made mistakes before, that's the fact of life. But once you restate your heart, you'll be just fine. Now with your life, you say it's all mine, all mine. Revel in your friends and hobbies, let your heart speak. Wanna drift or say some shit, just block that internet free. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you. I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck this cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life.
Hello everybody, welcome back. We are back. Oop. 1 second, let's show it up. Hey Dawn Seeker, hey Assembly, how you been? So I decided to keep playing Pyre because I don't know, something about the whole society that burns books pisses me off and makes me want to dunk on everyone. I also like the characters. The weird mustache dog that I made shave his mustache spoke to me. As did the Ancient Gods plot and everything. It feels good. Hey, it's Baron in here. Don't worry, people will come eventually. So how have you guys been? Oh, Faye seems to have something to say. Doesn't even mean to rhyme, she does that. Hi, mister, I'm so happy right now. I was also so worried for Mr. Headwind for a while there, you know. He was so kind to me first met. And you too, and the rest. I really just like him. She sighs. She seems happy to be here. Say, do you, she trails off from us. Do you think he likes me too? Oh look, the maybe Dryad. It wants to go tell Headwind how you feel. How goes Symphony Gear? It's interesting. I only got to watch it. I watched a few more episodes of it. It's definitely interesting. I did not expect the samurai wielder to go off and like leave. I thought she was gonna like learn to work with the original, but she grew respect for her. I forget the names. The one who is the partner at the very opening scene, learning Da Vinci Resolve still. Okay. And what happened was she ended up leaving to go off and do her own thing. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. I thought she was gonna like stick around, like be part of the team full time. Kanade and Tsubasa, yeah. Face beginning to chickle. You're so silly, mister. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. He's a little old, you know. I'm gonna cheer him up. Oh god, she didn't mean he liked him like that. God damn it. I will say I do like the action scenes. The mixing actual music with them and like having the fight scenes go to the beat, it just feels so good. They really nailed that. So let's see here. We knew not of this. Of course, the expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, brought him closer to the country than he had ever been before as he traveled. In pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces, people heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore him and prove more than he could bear. I know, right? Yeah, it's really good. The noise are interesting because they like, I don't know, their design is fairly simplistic, but I've always liked kind of the weird abstract monster designs of it. I'm hoping there's more to it. I'm gonna be probably trying to finish up the first series essentially sometime this weekend, so we'll see about that. Rivera finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, for the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Interesting. Okay. What else? One other thing I'm actually going to be doing, I'm currently working on a double feature vampire review. As promised, isn't your average magical girl-esque anime. Oh, absolutely not. No, you, like, the swan song thing? Holy shit. That has some repercussions, you know? Alright, let's head back out. Continue the journey. When I saw, like, her willing to destroy herself to kill the, oh god, the one who has, like, the two dual whips that turn into Gatling guns, that was just nuts. Although, what's with the creepy blonde bitch? Okay, oh my god, I forgot about that. Okay, the scene where she's, like, torturing her because she's, like, you know, an enslaved magical girl, essentially, and she has her English, they have, like, actually dubbed English because she's supposed to be, like, an American or something like that. My god, is this what it sounds like when, like, we have Japanese in English movies? Because if so, I apologize for every English movie that has had Japanese dialogue. Holy shit. It just sounds so wrong and off. Like, the way she talks has none of, like, the subtle nuances a lot of the time. It's all, like, maybe sort of grammatically correct, but, like, not how anyone would ever actually say that. Reminds me a lot of, like, the children thing in the Neon Genesis dub. But it's in a subbed anime. I promise, the English is unbelievable. It's uncanny. It has an uncanny valley effect. It's all, like, serviceable. I got what she was saying. But it was like, that is not how a person who talks in English talks. Also, we don't have to have this falling counter here. Let's go ahead and wipe that away. Continue to search the records. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. Ruki, I'm on your side. I really am making... Oh yeah, I've seen that. Jordurel. It's weird. Oh, I am working on the double review, though, for the two vampire things. Both the Castlevania Nocturne and the Nosferatu. I'm going to try and get, like, 2 videos up, because I decided I want to talk about them separately, but kind of be like, and hey, if you're looking for a bit more serious vampire, we have Nosferatu over here. If you're looking for more action and animation, we have Castlevania. And I think they both have their own merits, and they both have their own flaws, which is why I want to talk to them together. Neither of them are like a masterpiece. They both have their good sides and their downsides, which is why I think it'll be interesting to sort of talk about them at the same time and pseudo-compare them. Look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it. Then something in the nearby water stirs from its spring something familiar. Oh hey, Sir Gilman! What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Okay, what's the deal, buddy? Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Wait, is the tentacle guy probably good? Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Your valor and the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre hearts? They are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars. Never have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is this not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. He continues to persuade you for some time. He seems to know a way across the storm, some sort of long-held secret among the worms exiled to these waters. Jordurel pulls the rest of you aside and after Hedwig gives her a look. Are you sure that Sandalwood would want this thing? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Glowers back at the worm and tries his best to look presentable. I ignore you. I am being gracious. I am being dutiful. I shall await your decision. Edwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you across the Deathless Tempest, he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed! He hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Oh my god, he got like the shining heart eye. That expression, I didn't know you could make a tentacle monster look like almost kawaii. But you know what? You do the little blushing dashes and you do the heart and you can make anyone seem kawaii. First, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessing in the name of the Nightwings, and thus he shall go forth. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he's going and what he intends to do. Alright, let's see about it. About the Swan Song, I recommend don't focus too hard on it, because you will probably not like how it turns out. Why? I like that they have like an actual cost. Even if they can, the fact they can survive it, but it's like, you know, permanently damaging them long term, is interesting as a power mechanic. Because usually, yeah, there's the whole shortening your lifespan from things that are like, you know, super villain power-ups or whatever, but they don't always have an actual long-term cost. But watching them physically break their bodies is interesting. Unless they're going to completely throw that out the river, because the sword kind of does hint that they're about to throw that out the river, because she was able to do it without any strain. Mind Reader, Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought not be far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. That they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Okay, interesting. I actually really like playing Sir Gilman. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of the unfathomed pure learns, boiling the seas with their wrath. Exiled worms within these waters have long harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels, save for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This knight shall finish what the Underking oars started. Oh man, okay, so you, oh, I see. So you go back to where you were. Interesting. Okay, so giving us an obstacle course to try to, like, get a hold of the weird attack animation he's gonna have. It's definitely interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, hold it right there, you traitorous slug! How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior! Superior by rank no longer, or will you no longer serve the Commonwealth lest this knight check? Here you hold no sway over this knight. Ugh! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left? This knight has done that which was required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare staunch the tempest for these Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge, this knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you so dare as well. Ah, Pyre heart, banish him, that is an order. Also, one thing I've just noticed is we all have a book. Look, he's bouncing the book on his back. I only just noticed that little detail. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work onto your charges? Fine, Gilman. You was just standing against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me, banish now this troublemaker. Oh god, this is hilarious. Oh, ow. See, Gilman, you shall be inferior. Gilman, where'd you go? Gilman. But Sir Gilman's banishment served as a perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Oh, that was, I would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge. That would be a bald-faced lie. Yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head, Gilman! Oh, I love them. Okay, I love the little bit. This has been a really enjoyable bit of this game. Playing around with the little worms. The sea worms. Hail, this knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaky. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a worm knight. And more importantly, the little tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Wow. You know, whoever their benefactor is really does know everything. Maybe he's one of the saints or something like that. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Headwind help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilwin. Welcome to the Nightwings. Hello, hey Nerd Dragon. Welcome to the stream. We're continuing on Pyre. Huzzah! We are continuing Pyre. Sir Gilman just joined the group. He's fun. To the Deathless Tempest we go. God, I love how cartoony this ship is. Like, is there an obstacle? We're just gonna jump over it. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You are true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But what now? What? We are stranded in this cursed storm. Most excellent question, and from the one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, from the one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Is the one-eyed eel crushing on the demoness? Because if so, this game got weird quickly. And I thought it was already pretty weird. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. They'll only be the first to say, well, let's go. Voyage onward. Say, Tariq. Yeah, Iruki? What is it? That lute you always carry around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? I suppose I do. Good, because I think it's a little gloomy here. We could use a light tune to lighten up the mood, you know what I mean? Aye. Then let me see what I can do. So how you been, Nerd Dragon? Ooh, we got some music. So, while this is going, how have you guys been? Worms got taste. Again, do not center your enjoyment on that alone. I don't want to spoil things, but I felt that specifically around Season 2. To be more specific, Turn Swan Song is more of a mistranslation. Oh! If they're actually doing, like, mistranslation of text stuff, that actually is kind of interesting. Mildly. Not maybe interesting enough to take away the interesting part of the power mechanic, but still. Worms got taste. Of course, Coded Assembly says that. This boat is fireproof, right? Man. This game has got style. Last your wagon rumbles into a solid, jagged ground, the land called the Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you take stock about a best reach your destination. Translation is superb song. Okay. I mean, that does make sense. Swan Song would have been an English pun. The Emperor Solarimur knew not of this, of course. He yielded not the treasure. Nope, we didn't finish this. Inspect interactive browse part. So we didn't get a new page yet. Unfortunate. Hello, Gilman. How are you? How are you doing? Hail, Master Reader. This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. I love how everyone knows who we are, but, like, you know, we don't. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, with the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile refused to obey the rules they were written by the Under King Ors, and his 7 friends deserves neither his honor nor his freedom. Nothing new here. I had weird anime watching Burnout, but it doesn't apply to rewatching JoJo with Dove somehow. I'm still burned down as hell, though. This continues as I hit half-year break with Code Geass. How are you liking Code Geass? Shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in underhanded fashion. Sir Gilman's Crest. Interesting. Tizo's Nest. Hey, Tizo. Oh, no, that's just one of the regular drive M's, not Tizo. Alright, let's head out. Bless you. Thank you. You find that Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright, everyone, don't go too far. Let's meet back by dusk. Use caution. Caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. Territorial? Are we going to encounter dragons? Because I'd be all up for encountering dragons. I have come back. Faye returns from the east with little to report save for word that glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. I can just imagine Faye touching the lava and be like, ah, lava hot. So Code Geass still stands still like everything else, but I somewhat like it. I'm not crazy about it or anything, but I can be simply spoiled. You're gonna have to deal with some idiocy midway through with Euphemia. It's unfortunate, but the show is so good overall, especially once things start really coming together in the later parts, once the school stuff kind of falls by the wayside, and you stop having, like, the double life thing, and it focuses more on the, you know, actually interesting bits. But, my gods, does the bit with Euphemia is stupid. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools or rocks nearby. Tizo's like, I just want fish to have left the water behind. He remains with you near the wagon. There is a western passage that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the cracks may well cover our advance against whoever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam. Though in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb to the nest of Trista? The exiled harp matriarch lived in solitude among these very cliffs. Oh! Okay, so we're gonna deal with the harpies. Okay. Negotiate with them. Interesting. I will say that anything that happens after the Code Geass main series that involves the characters from that series has no reason to exist. Let's study in private. More studying of the book. We already have, let's see here. We already have rank 1 quickness. Let's increase presence to increase the size of the aura. I don't know what it is, but Code Geass just can't appeal to me like everything else. Which is weird, because your taste usually seems to be similar to mine, except Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. To be fair, that is like that kind of brand of sci-fi, I guess. Yeah, we do tend to have similar opinions and stuff like that. Alright, let's do Jordorel. I haven't actually done any of her paths before, so let's go ahead and do what she asked for once. Whose songs is Symphony Gear your current favorite? It's hard to tell. I think, oh god, what was it? It was the song that happened when the character died at the very beginning. That one was really good. I loved that. When the character, like, sacrificed herself. The one, the inciting incident, the whole thing. I forget what the character's name was. The one who originally had, Gungnir, though. Her swan song and battle song were really good. I loved that scene. I also liked the song they were playing beforehand to power up the ancient relic. That was pretty good. Those were two of my favorites, personally. Places not so unfamiliar to me, nor its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others until I return, madam. I shall not be long. Minstrel disappears into the cliffs before Jordorel can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. Last time that one disappeared on us, we searched for him for days. This time he soon returns. I have secured safe passage to the nest of Tereste. We may proceed. Secured safe passage? With whom exactly? Just then a winged woman dives down from the sky. She looks Jordavel up and down, and then she soars away without word. The lone minstrel says nothing more either. Thanks to soldiers such as she. Jordavel lost 4 hope for the next fight. Good God. Jordavel is... I went the way you asked! Well, you're really not happy with me. I went the way the guy, the minstrel said, and Jordavel is just not happy with me at all. So I guess this one's personal because of the whole, they attacked our nation even though we were banished from them. Ooh, we got more Debts of Stardust. Any adversary banished by the bearer takes longer to return. Interesting. Aura casting that raises the bearer's maximum range by +8. Grants the bearer +2 presence. To be real, maybe I like Code Geass more than I let myself believe. I had something like times like that. And I do like good sci-fi. I'd like to watch the Terminator anime. Oh, definitely watch the Terminator anime. I would definitely recommend that. That one's fun. That one is fun. If you have not watched that yet, holy shit, watch it. Yes, please. Alright, we can't buy any of the rank 10 talismans, I don't think. But I do want to buy another upgrade talisman. Peace. Alright, let's go here. Ah, Kimi to Lu Otokanade Sukiru Ma, aka the song called You Play Until It Burns Out. Which is very fitting for what happens to her, yeah. Alright. H anime doesn't have this yet. Yeah, I haven't been able to find a good Blu-ray of it either. Fortunately, Netflix is one of the only 2 streaming services I'm still subscribed to. I have Crunchyroll and I have Netflix. And that's only because I like getting things really fresh from Crunchyroll. And I watch a decent amount of stuff on it, just on the go and regular rewatch. I feel like once my Plex server starts filling up with anime, though, even Crunchyroll is going to get shafted. Unfortunately. Ruki's Legendary Talisman. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Still madly enjoying Temeraire. Really? Oh man, it's good. It's so good, right? The Emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country, and thus did he await the last embrace. I use Go-Go Anime, the 7 Seas. I use WCO stream, watch cartoons online for free, as it was used to be known. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dancers he would have to face. Many enemies of Mur would come in search of him, some under the employment by the rope collar, some openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure he was dead. I actually really like the background story we're getting about the sages and the king. It's actually kind of interesting, and the way they feed it to you page by page is nice. You and your fellow exiles gathered on the blasted lands called the Nest of Terista, expecting imminent commencement of the rites. Hey, what is your, like, guilty pleasure anime? Like, the anime you watched, you know it's trash, but it's so much dumb fun that you're like, let's just watch this regardless. For me, it's a Kame ga Kill. It is fan fiction level writing. Seriously, the writing in it actually reminds me of fan fictions when the villains are just, like, unnecessarily evil. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. Seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. Commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. The harp swoops off as Jordarel glowers after her. She's quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It is in our mutual interest. You know not of my interests. Dog Day. It's been a while since I watched it. Okay. Have I watched Dog Days? I don't think I've watched that. I don't know what that is, actually. Let's give this another... What's it about? 'Cause I don't think I've watched Dog Days before. Maybe I've heard of it, because I've heard of a lot of anime that I haven't gotten around to. There's like a gigantic back catalog. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only just met now. Though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then Headwind shows up to intervene. He wished for something to Jordarel. Can't be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Grindhouse movie does, if it does something right. It's an old ecchi anime. Oh, have any of you ever watched Guilty what was it, Guilty Crown? That's an interesting one. It had a lot of potential, and then the ending kind of just fucked itself over. It had the same musical composer though as what was it? Oh god, it was that mecha anime with like the really good Sawano drop. Sawano did the music for it too, for Guilty Crown, which is one of the reasons I remember. I remember the music for Guilty Crown was just so much better than any show that level of writing deserved. The action scenes were pretty decent, but they were really elevated by the music, and essentially the whole show was held up by a really, really good score. It's one of the few examples of a show I can basically say, yeah, this went from like okay to amazing as like a dumb fun anime just because of the music. Like, it's only relevant to me because of its soundtrack. Not because of its writing, it's just alright. But the soundtrack, man, it's so good. It makes the action scenes feel so awesome. She senses that she is conflicted about something, but you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives here and now are earnest. She seems alright. JoJo Part 4 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Jack's while I was still enjoying it. Yeah, but those are both, like, good to decent anime, I feel like. Come on, Nerd Dragon. You have to have at least watched something that was objectively bad, but you had fun with it regardless. Come on. Tell us what it is. We won't judge you. Any more than we judge ourselves. You come along and make sure your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're heading out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jordarel, whom we met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. Princess Mihonia of the Biscotti Republic decides to summon a brave warrior for an alternate universe that happens to be Earth to defend her country in the neighboring fiefdom of Garrett, led by a powerful Leo Michel Galette de Rios. We'll see. Brave warrior turns into a lake boy, visiting an international school, famous world, takes on the role of a successful hero. Downside to this, once summoned, a return to the hero's world of origin is no longer possible, as the disclaimer in tiny alien writing on the magic circle explains. Has become quite permanent. Will Sinkei be able to cope with all the adventures of this new reality? So it's an isekai story that turns into ecchi. Got it. Ecchi isekai. I would say I was surprised, but that would be a bold-faced lie, because ecchi isekai might as well be another word of horny anime these days. I can try, but I really don't know. I started watching Akame once, so I was watching and didn't have the whole thing. Well, Akame got killed is definitely
somehow upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre hearts, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face. They are the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see.
Okay, so we got flyers.
Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From the distance, you observe Pamita, now clad in Nightwing raiments, heads towards your adversaries in the rights. What sort of heathen heart would you dare take your wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on our mask. Hello, Tamita. Pamita's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? I will give it 1 point though. It has interesting thing. Basically, while wars are in the anime, no one dies. Wait, really? Is that like a law of the world? Like, people just don't die, or something else? I cannot help but share your poison blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence, you shan't have come. And the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself again consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Pamita says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. More so they can't die in the wars. Okay, that's interesting. What's the point of war if nobody dies? This knight is flattered to have you not eaten him, as is a tendency among your kind. The knight hereby volunteers his post for the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites so that Pamita can face her sister. Okay, so we can't have Gilman. But we just got him. Pamita should be better suited for the terrain. Okay, so the game is basically screaming at me to have Pamita join me. Okay. Why, I thought you never asked there, darling. I accept. The little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Seriously? Damn. Okay, so some of them, like, just stop working with me. That kind of sucks. Rookie has a legendary relic, so I'm going to use that. Then I stopped playing for some stupid fun story about this game. I was so hyped to check this game once I couldn't figure out when I had the best mood to witnessing it, but I was afraid I wouldn't appreciate it to the fullest extent. Stupid shenanigans never started again except once. Maybe you might find out if you watch it. Maybe. Who else is available? I think I want to get someone who's bigger, but she's not joining me. So let's do Headwind. You can count on me, my friend. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare me a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamita. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Pamita seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader, darling. If I were to be at your mercy in all this, I'd very much like if you could minimize how often I am to wallow in this state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what Sisters of the High Wing remnants can do.
Reader,
okay, so we can hold this to fly until stamina is depleted.
Two sisters? That seems entirely unwise. Even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Pamita. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Alright. So she tackles. Got it. While tackling, I cannot be banished. By the way, if you want the translation of any of the songs you hear in Symphony Gear, Mina Yuki is a channel that has them translate. Ooh, I do love English covers of songs from anime. That is like something I love. Actually, if you're looking for a good set of English covers for songs, Studio Uraki is just excellent. They have a great channel on YouTube. They do really good work. Their version of Inferno is one of my favorite songs of all time. Just hands down. Got him.
Tread lightly. Poor Ruki.
Alright, go, Rookie, go!
The Night Wings.
No, it's not English covers, just the songs that translate lyrics over. Oh. Well, that's still good, because sometimes they didn't have all the lyrics on screen. Even they had, like, some of them in the corner. There are actually very, very few English covers of Symphony Gear songs. That's not disappointing. They seem like they'd be good. Harpy's a pretty technical type of player. Worms even more. Wish I did right now. Listen up, my blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. We harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Alright.
Not
Oh,
much
shit.
To be done whilst shame.
Those are actual lava things. Mini Yuki has them sorted in playlists by season.
Each pyre now burns no more brightly than the other.
Got it.
A blow against the adversary's pyre.
Press W to block
It seems
flying
the
adversaries.
Nightwings are a bit ahead. Didn't see it come out.
Oh, shoot.
Now, take it.
Oh, shoot. Eliminate.
United in banishment. Good.
Dash, dash, dash.
Rookie doused the adversary's
Ha
flames.
ha. Oh, shoot.
Careless.
That was careless. Alright, elimination. Got it. Hey, look at us. We're doing well. Damn you, Pamita. You are no true thing. To think you have the gall to call me sister, even after everything you have wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Side of the story. If I wanted to hear more lies and deception, I would ask the Commonwealth to see my sentence for a while. Well, if you'll come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me. Stay back. Uh-oh. One-on-one match. Interesting. Prevail over Tamitha.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty scores, and it is done.
Didn't even have time to finish announcing that they were settling a petty score before I dunked on her.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
I am quite good.
The ceremony is complete.
You Commonwealth filth. Only through that traitor's help could you have beaten us. You will postpone the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day with or without my aid. Wait, please. You have found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither with them. I hope sincerely we shan't ever meet again. He's right, though. Yeah. At least we beat him, though, huh? My name's Rookie Greentail, by the way, and I think we're heading back now. So you coming? Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us
All right.
with their way.
You get another skill. All of this. This really is their doing, isn't it? Okay, so we've got stamina twice as quickly as usual. Anyone douses the adversary's fire, his repile. Ooh, yeah, I want to get some healing damage things
Witness
going
the
on.
rites firsthand and be inspired.
Is Rookie hitting on Harpy? Yes, he is. Maybe. We'll see. The dog and the Harpy are gonna go at it. Faster, stronger, and a bit better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Make him a big boy. I really like Genjuro as a character in Symphony Gear. Leader of Song, the guy with the red spike gear. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that guy is so... Are we sure he doesn't have a relic? That guy is like superhuman. Like, not even jokingly. I think literally. There's no way he's a normal human being. No way on Earth. Man was like breaking stone with his bare hands and busting down walls. Like, just outright punching the living shit out of everything. What the hell? When he intervened, I forgot about that. When he intervened, I was just like, he is. This man is human. Okay, I thought there was going to be some twist about him being like an alien or something, because like, he was like way too OP. Rookie, since not seem to use the question. He seems rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. I mean, he stammers something about how jerk. Oh my gosh, Rookie is flirting. Rookie is flirting. May I have a moment of your time outside? may I ask we go here in the Black Basin Reader. By your leave, of course, provided the stars allow it. Will you look on them for us, please? Seek now your destination. Is this a, like, Hydra or something? There's an origin story of Headwind and him being descended to downside for being in a relationship with Harpy, so the rest you can figure out by yourself. Yeah, I can see that. The Glade of Lu directly due west, then is just as my client indicated. Our informant. Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. Alright. Loop. Wagon has hit a snag. Dordarell seems not pleased. First that blast little bird, now this. She's really pissed. Rookie flirts with everyone because he's hella friendly. May this sandalwood be worth all the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. Let's move on. Sir Gilman claims he can do something valuable. I'm gonna say Prometha. She says you can get a talisman for us. I'm gonna listen to her. She directs you towards a particular crag no more conspicuous than the other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Stash away such things for such occasions. A star splinter. Ooh, rank 10. Interesting. So this is encouraging you to throw the ball. To actually pass and be a team player. Sandalwood expecting. Most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. He said he would find us himself. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for it? He would desire for the stars to be your guide as always. The rights beckon and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? Two possible paths. Sandalwood would have known the most expedited path. Unfortunate. Needlefield or Greymoor? Let's do Needlefield. Or used to be, at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. So he was probably a member of the cohort before. So I'm so happy Pyre ain't a Iraqi novel, or Ruki would already be dead mostly. Or most likely that is. Yeah, and at least it's not a Greek story. Otherwise, he'd be sitting at the palace waiting for waiting for the person he cares for to come back, only to die at the second he sees them. Yes, I've read the Odyssey, and yes, I'm still salty that Argus dies. Let's listen to Tizo. Yeah, do you guys know about the Odyssey? Odysseus is gone for 20 years, and when he gets back, his like 21-year-old dog is waiting for him, still alive. He says hello, licks him, and then he's like, alright, I'm gonna go back to the palace, I'll be right back, and then Argus dies. And it's like, the fuck? Got to see him one last time, I guess, but seriously. Nothing of interest while shifting through it. What is it, Tizo? Sharik? Seems to have found a clue to the whereabouts of the Lone Minstrel's client. Message carved on the inside. Bark strip. Come to Cinder Root S. To Cinder Root. Due northwest. Study in private. All hail Tizo. Let's do quickness. Compose their book. The book. Their influence and experience threads through the passage into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Finish studying. Go into here. Talk to Jordarell. She's reader. Rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something now that you're here. Are you afraid of me? Not really. Do you know, speaking of something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years? I don't really feel like afraid of you. You're more like a little too super suspicious. Truly. You shall fear me yet if you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. Gain 1 hope. Okay, cool. I didn't piss her off again. That's good. You have returned. What is it you require? I love how I'm just imagining her being like, so you've returned. What do you require? Because I have literally no choice. Studying alone gives you anyway. Well, it lets you increase the stats of your characters. So they all get like +2 quickness, +1 hope, and +1 presence. So their aura is slightly larger. They recover more quickly, and they have like really fast movement now. So it's basically a party-wide buff, which is why I chose to focus on those first, because it buffs all my characters. Because I didn't want to focus on improving one character only to not be able to use them during rites, you know? Let's try a scribe trial to beef up. So which subject shall we invoke on a trial? Let's try Jordarel. The surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, but I fear it's not a secret I can teach. Let's bring her forth regardless. He just summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Sorry, Jordarel, you're doing this. You're going to see this. So have you gotten to see Jinjuro's reactions with Chris? No, I haven't gotten a chance to play more of Enigma yet. I'm gonna try and play some more on either Wednesday or Thursday if I have some time before the stream. What is the meaning of this, reader? Where are the others? Sandra appears on this map. Welcome, my humble abode, demon. You are good at taking orders. No, speak your purpose quickly, right? My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you're old and slow. Your weakness perhaps outweigh your strengths. Though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Does pretty significant buff, yep. But I'd rather everybody be like a few minor buffs first, than focus on making one character who I might not even be able to use really strong. Oh, frick. One thing I do really love in Symphony of Gear is the character writing. God damn it. They got first blood. Shit. Jordarel was not the one to go up against the Harpies. Just no. Alright, team wipe. We got him, we got him, we got him. Yes! Tsubasa the sword girl, as you put it. Yeah, she had an interesting whole deal with her. She's like really salty. Like, she went from like the, you know, technically she was like a child soldier, but she seemed like the more inexperienced and like less confident of the two during the initial opening. So I thought she was like the younger one who got like taken in more recently, you know, mentor dies and all that. But no, she was apparently like the older one of the two, which really threw me off when I learned, oh my god, I'm getting dunked on by these Harpies. No wonder Jordarel hates these freaking birds. Ah. God damn it, I'm gonna lose this. Well, I might lose this. Damn it! Shit! You can really see the effects. Yeah, definitely. From her earlier perspective, especially. Ah! God damn it. Sandra wins. Ugh. Okay, we can do better than this. We can do better. You have to dodge, but to try... You have dodge button. Try to utilize that. I'm trying. It's just that she's so slow. I'm trying to use my dodge button more to knock him away. And to use my jump button to get some, like, you know, some of that nice bashing energy. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, frick. Well, I just lost the first goal, like, instantly. God damn it. Oh, frick. Ugh. That 5-second recharge time, too, is so brutal. Alright, there we go. Better during training than an actual right, am I right? Yeah, because the actual rights affect story progression, from what I understand. Oh, wow, I'm just gonna get dunked on now. Or no? Wait, are they just incompetent? Okay. Toss it in for 30 points. Get wrecked. Shoot. Ugh, they always manage to get there just in time. Right as I'm reforming, too. Take that. I win. How do you like this game so far? I'm enjoying it. If it's not obvious, I really like the gameplay and I really like the story. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I'm never satisfied, Demon. However, your performance is sufficient. You passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. I am very happy with it, though. Yes, this is good. You and others like you shall be liberated ere the coming age. I like the world. Because, like, we're not actually experiencing the world. We're essentially experiencing the banished area. You know? Alright, let's give Jodorel her little talisman. That's what I thought. Recommendation nail. I mean, Enigma is also really good. I'm probably going to replay some more of that a little bit later, too. But I want to get further into the story on my own, so it's not eating as much time. It is still really interesting, though. It's just not great streamer material. It is definitely something I want to finish, because the story, otherwise the story will start slowly niggling at the back of my head, and I'll go insane, like all the other unresolved cliffhangers I have to deal with. I try not to have any more of those than I absolutely need. Something startles a tiny Tizo. He's very surprised and I guess excited. Tall figure strides forward from the tree silently after. The imp charges towards him. Hail, Tizo, you look famished here. The tall sap produces sap, tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. You know, all hail Tizo. We're experiencing purgatory, basically. Yeah. You know, it's weird. They mentioned that tree folk have ambition. I don't think that's a quality I've ever seen a tree folk have. Volfred Sandalwood, leader of the Nightwings. Volfred, so indeed, too long indeed, Tariq. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. You must be the reader. I'm certain we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy, though we shall manage on our own from here on out. Though you are free to go, I trust that you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. I'm gonna stay. Hold on. Volfridsor, I am Headwind. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. Signs you left for us. Thanks to you and also to this reader. Not just any reader, he is our friend, my friend. He is not disposable. Volfrid smirks at this. Freedom is not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hope you have come to grasp that much by now. Seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there is much to do. Need to get to, do you not? I shall come along, though I shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Tariq. I, Volfridsor? Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Okay, cool. You know, it's really interesting to see a tree folk who's actually, like, getting out there and doing stuff. Usually tree folks are, like, when you meet them, you know, they're either the war engines of a big war army, or they're, like, they're either, like, dumb brutes, or they're, like, wise ancient ones. This guy seems to have a bit of ambition and cunning behind him, you know? Which is, it's a bit more proactive than you usually see with people who are embodied by trees. To you as well, Ron. Ooh. See you guys. Alright. Your fellow exiles desire the sacred site called Glade of Lu. Now look at the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. Well, goodness, by the roots of Lu Sikorin. If the rumors are correct, the Nightwings have returned. Where are my manners? One moment. Wispy fingers. Much better. H. Manly Tinderstoff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. My fellows and myself, you know us as the Chastity? Triumvirate bent on exploring the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth. We shall soon stand against you in the rights, but now I am just whittling away the time, making small talk. Now then, I've introduced myself, your turn. To whom am I speaking? Not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him nor me. He does seem very untrustworthy. I think it starts slow, not just for streamer stand, but in general. You're either crossing point of no return from the very beginning. There's an element of paranoia. Interesting mechanics. Only put to fail is to progress, to fail is to open up new options, to fail is to try and find the way. As Enigma is not such a linear visual novel. I mean, I can understand that. I've played time looping stuff. I know you say it's not time loop, but like I've played stuff like that before too, where you basically have to die in order to uncover information, which allows you to progress. Like, you have to get some of the bad endings, I think, in Angel of Scaly Wings before you can tell people stuff in order to progress properly. Because you only know to pursue such things if you already know in advance. It's basically impossible to do it on the first try. Glade of Lu. I have to say, you've come so very far.
But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It
Opportunity?
could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are.
I get that Enigma has this interesting thing, but I feel like there's so much filler. Yeah, but like, it's setting a mood. I get why it's doing that. A visual novel has to set a mood, and it's done a very good job of setting a mood. Once stuff starts happening, I imagine it's going to get really interesting really quickly. It's already started getting really interesting. Immediately, it started like, you know, I'm dying. And I've dealt with stuff at a much lower pace than this before. It's not even like that slow compared to other, the handful of visual novels I have played. I've played like way slower visual novels. There are some that just make you do the same few things over and over again to literally kill time. That's not what that's doing. They're actually trying to do something there. They're trying to build something here. They're setting up a world. They're slowly introducing us to this place where all the adults seem to lose a part of themselves as they get older. The weird puppet character, the weird puppet carver, the white trees. It's slowly building up the details of a world and drip feeding us information about the grander world this is all set in, which I think is completely fair. Let's do Rookie. You know what? Let's go original trio.
It is done.
Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those massacres ensure no harm shall come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, let's give the stars a show. May I present you Humboldt Manley Jr. Why he's ever been my equal and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstoft line shall have a bright, bright future. He goes on about his sapling for a while. I've had more than enough of him. My thoughts exactly. Come, let's get him. Isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen? Hmm? Nothing but an extension of Manley. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to exist. So he creates a clone of himself?
Manly and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader. There are many who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself. Yes. All banished.
Alright, got this. Got him. Oof.
One triumvirate stands unopposed.
Got it.
His aim was true.
Crit character from Ratatouille. Nothing used to set you straight like staring Grim Reaper in the face. Getting weight slapped from hell in Enigma. And Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Oh, you're gonna do this stupid.
Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you.
Ah, yes. Boom!
Throw it in.
Oh dear, the woods are closing in. Uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps you just stand aside for a while. We can put an end to this much the sooner. You mean the woods that you're increasing, buddy? You're an asshole, and I already knew the Commonwealth sucked.
There.
Got him. Gotcha.
There.
Aha. Boom,
Edwin's
baby.
aim was true.
God, not only is Chester a former soldier, but Ty seems to have caught him in a really bad moment. Rewatching episodes of Stardust Crusaders, they had 2 episodes of pretty good horror. Which ones are you talking about? Are you talking about the ones where Dio is involved? I feel like basically anything where Dio is involved is kind of horrifying.
The Oracle.
Frickin' sniper he is. Good job, Rook. Good job, Rookie. Alright, you Nightwings, I've had it here with you. Or perhaps I've simply had it with all these encroaching plants, these miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. Wow, he really was right. Ignore this guy and he will really just lose his shit.
shameful
Oh, shit.
outcome.
Shoot.
Thrust straight into your flames.
Damn. Ones I'm referring to was stand-up justice, I believe.
Your
Uh-oh, I forgot to
demon is
jump.
banished. That was the last of them.
Alright.
Joe
Boom,
Dyer
baby.
doused the
Oh, they have 1 point left. Also, props to Ignis for purposely leading his tie to a wake-up call. That he isn't as hot stuff as his puffed up ego leads him to believe.
Positively
Yeah.
brutish.
For a second, I was like, I don't think Ty was spelled that way in the novel. Oof. He's really protecting himself back there, isn't he? Like an asshole. Got him.
United in banishment.
Boom.
And it is done.
I love the art they use in it. Yeah, I do like it. It's really good at like hitting that moment too. Like the moment where he starts coughing up blood is just like so intense. Also, the beautiful white forest. Like that whole scene outside of Ignis's house was really pretty.
It's done.
I gotta admit, the white trees really are beautiful. Just like the backgrounds are also really nice. That's how we do it, people. We did it one step closer. Well, my. No, oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. I'm very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Said, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine, we'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
I love how her head blocks out the progressions wheel.
Flash of inspiration for next time.
Alright, she's to right 2 now, right?
Until the next.
That was well done, my boy. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouch for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course. Oh, man. There's so much going on in this game. See, the thing is, while I can really enjoy visual novels, and I do get wrapped into the plot of them, I do like a bit of meat on the bone. A bit of gameplay to sate my monkey brain urge to make buttons and go press and numbers go up. Adequate performance back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader consult the stars, see where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north, then it's going to be high up. You say high up, it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend, let's have a look outside. I don't want you to know I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living our day as exiles. That's the only plan I have as far as I'm concerned. Always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred had to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer thanks to you. Seek now your destination. You know when Diamond is unbreakable will be better. If Jotaro actually stopped time, flew away, flew back to ambulance, roller style. Ooh, Solium, the golden star. So this is probably like the final stage of the rite. Okay, cool.
To Provinsari.
You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Alodiel, the very top, the fall of Solium. temple at the highest point of downside exists to honor the great scribes. Wolfritz, how do you know? How did you know?
I
Two can read, my boy. Fit into the words may be. Are not unique, but as I said, I'll let him do the job. I see you have something special going on here which benefits the plan. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest, and for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. Ooh, so we got a shifty... I really am loving the shifty tree folk. It is a new twist on a kind of character I haven't seen in a while, so I'm very, very happy to see it. That bottle there? It's enchanted, never runs dry, ever. Believe me, if it could, I would have known by now. Apparently it was some spurned old bog crag that once tried to make a never-ending poison, kept failing utterly till she threw away her life's work in disgust. I fetched a good price for it. Decided to take a swig one day, all on the hunt for Tamitha. Things weren't going quite well for me as they are now, you understand. Turns out the stuff was pretty good. Consider it for sharing, darling. Just everything in moderation and so on. Did she just hand me a never-ending booze bottle? Oh gods. I will end up an alcoholic. In the words of Galathian, the Mastral General. Oh my god, this book has so many chapters left. Okay, both these games are pretty long. Emperor Mur, scarcely could I recognize him when I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I'd never known. My charge had meant to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man and for the love I felt for him when I had served him. Then I sprang to his defense. Interesting. So the horns are a result of being in the downside too long. That was already implied earlier on, but it really does. It is interesting. So this is kind of actually is hell, and we're becoming the demon residents. All at dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Scalarian's Store. Shore. Scalarian's Shore. Shore. Scalarian's Shore. And of course we have an ice level, because as everyone knows, ice levels are the best. Except in Dark Souls 2, where they're the worst. Fucking that one DLC, the frigid outskirts in Dark Souls 2 can go suck it. I actually like Dark Souls 2 more than most people. That one area can go suck it. I have a more personal kinetic novel for you to check out. You don't need to play it on stream though. I will put the game in the rec channel. Keep in mind this novel requires ambulance. Oh. What does freedom even mean to you? Your direction, so as he asked, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts and so. You only know the truth of how you feel. Doing what you want. Being able to make decisions on your own term. Choice is freedom, you say. Then you are free already. Go, my boy. Do as you please. No one's here to govern you. Perhaps you simply wish to return home, to be left alone. Freedom means to live with life without fear. To indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment or reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. In the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. See, everything I hear about the Commonwealth makes me, like, distrust it. I mean, they banned reading. That alone makes them a dystopia. It requires empathy. It requires putting yourself in the character's shoes. Okay, that might be a little hard for me, but I can get into a character's mindset, I guess, to an extent when I'm reading about them. And would you be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here? Truly free, I think. At least you would become complicit in an ancient system that would be designed to cast down others such as you, whose well-intentioned founding principles have been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not interfere firsthand. That is where you come in. Wish to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourself is too modest a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. From each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral's sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. You know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it my intent to coerce you. Live out your remaining days here like so many others. Among you prefers that. If you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Selves friends, some others not, but all of you are bound together through the rights and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring about both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. I ask you all to think on this. Let us reconvene along our journey to the summit. So he's plotting a revolt. Interesting. About dystopia, we're not just reading is forbidden, but also anything that gives you pleasure, including paintings. Also, sick gun kata action, aka equilibrium. Interesting. You know, I will say the whole thing with dystopia is that they are very relative. But not being able to read is a pretty sure sign, in my opinion. Like, not even just, like, not being able to read, but, like, reading being outlawed and punished with banishment. We need our spirits to make strength for the discussion ahead. Discuss the plan. There you are, my boy. There was something which was to discuss with you in private. Wilfred stares at you rather intently after reaching out to you, and then you do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from book. Though your ability in this I sense is nascent still. Mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you insist on pressing on with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. There is no reason they would know themselves other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when we first met that you had already knew the truth from having read the passages in the Book of Rites which states it plain. So who shall conduct rites firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Forget. Speaks as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you are getting into here. I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that's what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart. I will see to you that you are compensated. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees, for you nor any one of us. Do you understand? Yep, I got it. Can't go back. And you know what? Screw the Commonwealth. I hope they get a revolution going up there. Maybe eventually they'll break us free. Now that I think about it, it reversed Demolition Man a bit. I admire that, my boy. Then very well. Know that we have much at stake here. Much more than just getting shot back into the Commonwealth who cast us down here to begin with. Can stick around, then we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the Secret Mountain in the coming days. Until then. Interesting. Ooh, we have a scribe trial available. No, wait, I didn't want to do a practice right. Shoot. I wanted to do one of her challenges. Damn it. Demolition. Reverse Demolition Man a bit. Do you mean someone who's supposed to blow stuff up, or someone who devolves into like a caveman? Is there any way to exit out of this? Damn it. Damn. Watch the movie, TDL. Demolition Man is a movie. Oh, okay. '90s, one of the classics. To the wagon. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would be the opportunity to rise. Thus did we organize those striving. Alright, let's go ahead and continue onward. Earlier, Volfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more details. Instead, he reveals better. What are you saying? That while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, not at all. You may go free, yes. But it's going to take time. And this is only the first phase. You head when the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Aeoldiel, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it. Rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we pass through the Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through here, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. I haven't gotten that far yet. Apparently, I can only read like one page a night. I'm a really shitty reader. Complete opposite of myself. Afterwards, we reach the Fall of Solium and meet our adversaries in the ranks. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You know him when you see him. Both you and they shall choose somebody from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirate prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in, clothed and fully pardoned. The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exiles forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. I mean, that makes sense. Former exiles wouldn't want everyone to know that they were exiles, and the Commonwealth wouldn't want people to know that their inescapable prison isn't actually inescapable. That makes sense. So then, that's it. We climb the mountain, somebody goes back and everyone else stays. But like your connotation, and indeed for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. That's it for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Time for your vocations. Well, it's a good thing I've been putting efforts into group benefits rather than singular ones. It is teachings and their wisdom, +1 hope. How many pages have you read each day? That's fair. That's fair. Like 1 or 2. That's fair. Though I also do Duolingo daily too, which is different, but also Japanese. Konwanban. Alright, continue on the journey. Mount Aeoldiel. Kudasai. Isha. Mizu. Gohan. I've been studying a bit. Continuing to. I'm actually about to start section 2 of the Duolingo course. Well, technically I still have 3 more sections to go, but I'm 2/3 of the way through. I'm 2/3 of the way through first section. Where you lies Mount Aeoldiel. Gather round before Volfred, who stands tall as ever, whether from the cold air or the subjects now at hand. Actually, one of the really annoying things about Duolingo at the moment is, unlike Italian, it actually has sections where you have to just purely listen to audio, like entire lessons where you just have to listen to audio, and Japanese ASMR, and you have to tell them what's actually being said. It's like No written bits at all, just purely audio. And God, so some of the silent katakana, like sometimes letters like katakana or hiragana are silent, and it drives me insane when hiragana are silent, and I'm like they're like de, like I've gotten used to desu sometimes just being like neame de, or what, something like that, or de neame. It's like, but every once in a while, one of the other words I'll be like, oh, what the fuck was that? Entirely from video game songs and movies. That's impressive. English is a mess. Actually, that explains a lot. That explains a lot in Nerd Trekking. That's very impressive now. I don't think I can make fun of your English skills anymore. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll set out for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities, sending still more exiles here to join us. The first exiles to escape this place via rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proud tradition to honor the ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. It was for somebody appropriate to show up and listen. Certain faith and creativity to go for it. Proved to be Headwind over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies and an old buried wagon and a reader. Others for the ride, all different sorts, gathered enough to help, and he and his friends could be free. So why are you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. Are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Fair. Silent E. Fair. We learn a bit how it works in school, but most English comes from higher mention. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Yes, this is quite important. I still understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? Well, it's quite simply, really, madame. You were chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordained, though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rite, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. They formed have stood to the test of time, replenishing their numbers as individuals moved on or passed on. On and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group against which all others would be judged. The group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiment. You need but show up to the rites and you see the others erstwhile jockey for position a chance to take you on. What if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny your sense of chance at freedom and deny it also to your adversaries. Participation is all that matters. But while failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites or do not prevail them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites, but these are technicalities. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still, the other triumvirates pressed on with some fleeting hope that one day you would be back. It's a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Interesting, so that's why everybody's so excited to see us again. Because, you know, we were gone for years. Very interesting. This world is so surreal. Faye is possibly bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Screw. Tizo does not share like the cold. I wouldn't leave. I think I'd stay. Unless I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that? Look, Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Scurry. We're almost rise to our feet and the imp looks on. Was that the scribes? I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. All hail Tizo. Nightwing team plays again in the Championships of Salvation. They told us we are welcome, and that we are welcome here. We gain +2 hope. Head up the Temple High Road. I really want to know more about the scribes and their journey with that old Mad King, who became like the first demon. No sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign at all. I've been giving a lot of thoughts to everything Volfred told us. Another couple of days, one of us might be gone all of a sudden. I don't mean to put it that way. One of us go free. We earn our way back one by one, they said. We want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. It may all be Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though we are worrying right now about us splitting up, as this way all of us will meet on the other side. We're down here together, just like this. We're in Cloud City from LP. Yeah, if it had also gotten, like, destroyed. Hope for the best. I think I'm gonna send Jodie onward. She's the one I'm kind of just like, I haven't enjoyed how she's constantly, like, glaring at everyone. So I'm just gonna kind of send her up early. Mostly because I want Ruki to stick around for a bit longer. And I also like him. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? Greetings, Celeste. How was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring many to the gate. Aye. Each of you in turn state who you are and what you seek while crossing the scribe's gate. Seeking freedom for myself and my companions, in my case so I can return to be with the one I love. I am regarded as the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess. With my chums preferably. Go see mama back home. I truly do not know as yet what I am seeking here. My name is Faye, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them. Then who? Scree. He wants to live up to the Nightwing's legacy, and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. The Italian Knight. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. I'm only here because my sister's here. Celeste raises her voice. You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not Cloud in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I have my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now. State why you are here, as have the others. I seek liberty for each of us. In Rainbow Factory, where fears and horrors come true. In the Rainbow Factory, where a single soul cannot get through. One day, we might all stand shoulder to shoulder with the others on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She turns to you, for there is no one left. I am a crippled scholar. You have always sought to understand the world around you. The knowledge proved dangerous in the Commonwealth, but now it has brought you to this point. I want to see what happens. Examining whatever it is you desire. You take life as it comes and are content to appreciate some of the surprises. And Tariq, yeah, I said, be on your way as well. Interesting. Well, that also explains why Gilman wanted to join us, because we would have been seen as like the noble ones who finally returned to restart the liberation, essentially. It does explain why Gilman was really, really hyped to join us. Okay, it allows you to respec. Let's see. Do 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 do. Okay. Alrighty. Naming them the LARPers was on the spot. I admire TDL. I mean, they are. They're essentially LARPers. Like, come on, look at them. We're all in purgatory. There's no army for them to be a part of, really. Hello, Jordarel. Yes, they are indeed. She's preparing. Headwind soon join her. Also, any sign of Rookie? None as yet. Complain about chafing at the collar of his mask. Collar, then. I am certain that it is. Nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, Voltred is to believe one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Put on some of the old nerves to bed. There, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, isn't it? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon. Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out, that's just been bugging me for a while now. I thought we'd all get out here at once. We might not getting out here at all. We may have promised to each other. Each of us. The four of us. We're all getting out of here. Sorry, guys. I can't. Think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? We shall find a way. Aw, they care enough to come back for me. That's really nice. You know what? We've been through a lot, guys. Seriously. The fall of Solium awaits. A vital step in your quest for freedom, but you feel in the heart you will only be the first. Steel ourselves. You know, I feel so honored that they actually, like, you know, the Imp Haub and I, we helped save my Emperor, and when the danger did subside, my Emperor Solarmer, he said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, you gave your freedom, Master Golathian, so that I may yet have mine. You too are now in exile in the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do this in this life, then I shall do it in the next. Together. And together with the Imp, we gain the company of those who saw in him what I did. I kind of like the idea of, like, a kind of, you know, brutal tyrant ended up growing a bit of a conscience when he saw his people. And then he essentially was willing to die, and then he kind of just became enlightened. It's a good redemption story, I like it. But it's just the first chapter. Everyone prepared, You said one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers in this night. What happens if we fail? One and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. You have nothing to fear. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them will end up going free instead of you. It is as simple as that. Well, then, is to be done. The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. We are united in our cause, and we shall look as ever towards the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to make great strides along the path. The weird tree folk manipulator is trying to arrange the downfall of the Commonwealth. You know what? I'm actually all for this. Down with the anti-reading establishment. They need to be brought books and taught the ways of reading. Not necessarily reading with a capital R, but still.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader. But only if you can prevail in this liberation rite.
I was hoping you'd free Jodie because she's always so low on hope. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm freeing her too, is because she's always such a downer. I'm sorry, I don't have the energy for it.
Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
Plus, I also feel like she'll be pissed if she's not the one that's chosen. The pyres burn. Each of the triumvirats is present and prepared. Then anointed one of the Tempers. Come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries of the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. But look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decide to show up. Almost fear we were never going to see the day again. Someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He answers to Jordarel, and she scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damned robes. Okay, done. I made the post for Narcissu in the game I recommended. Cool. Since I became reader, I fell with forbidden reading. Just her adversary asked. You must be new. Put their mask back on. Enough talk. I like you, curly horns. I mean, your horns are kind of curly too, but like not the same way. Tell you what, so you put out your lights and come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only a shame I ain't gonna be around here to show you a good time. I'd rather cut out my own tongue. Oh, you don't mean that, our kind? We ought to stick together. Now come on. Yes. Shall be anointed to go free this night if we prevail. The other two in the tournament shall lend their aid. Only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Okay, so we can only choose. So we can only choose from the 3 originals who have been with us from the beginning. So I know she has a legendary talisman and everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and anoint Jodorel. Joe Dadiel. Sorry, Joe Dadiel. The Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes this eve's liberation rite. Should the tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. To strive alongside Jordorel and see her returning glory.
Who shall lend her support? Rookie.
Rookie, baby. Sure, no pressure, right? You know, I feel like it's only fitting that we get the original trio. Now let's bring Jordorel home. Jodariel home. Prepare yourself, Tariq. Aye, Celeste. Let's begin. We've been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. Everybody has a book, too, because obviously, freedom sucks. One of those games that you play and it changes your view. Shit. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Ooh, the music changed. Jodorel, got this. Got him. Wait, why does theirs have, like, way more health than ours? That's cheating. Oh, shoot. Oof. Every good fiction contributes to your view. Yeah. Not wrong. No. No! Shoot! Oh, frick. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Pass it just to knock you out. Got it. Glory die. Plus to my pool. You can have more health through items and character bonuses by you gaining. Got it.
Thought they
Blocked.
had you there. So fiercely fought.
My god, this is actually tough. The other fights were actually like nothing compared to this. Rookie saves the day. I forgot something. You have a taunt button. Oh yeah. I forget which button it is. I remember I think they mentioned that earlier on. I just forgot what button it is. No!
Zap. Banished, all of them. Thoroughly banished.
Boom!
'Twas a
Got it.
crushing blow
Narcissu
against
also
their
uses visuals very sparingly. The OST and writing do most of the work.
glorious.
Got it!
Edwin blood.
We're even now, bitches.
The two flames now burn equally as bright. Banishment. Indeed.
Got him.
All of the tempers gone.
Yes!
There it is.
At last. And of course, it was Jodorel that did it.
Nightwings proved their
Now I'm
worth,
actually gonna miss her, though.
and
Because she was how I brute
outward
forced
left
that guy.
little room for doubt.
Oh. The Nightwings have won.
Thus
The original
ends
trio did, too.
deliberation bright. And thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
Jodorel got free. You got a game or a visual novel that you consider personal to you, TDL?
Return to glory.
Bloodborne is definitely one of my favorites. I really like just, like, I've always been a fan of Lovecraftian horror, and it really, really spoke to me
to
as a
carry
game.
out their
But, like,
rightful
outside from, like,
sentence.
favorites, when I talk to games that, like, speak to me, Oof, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it, damn it. See you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. But no, let's see. All thanks to you, Lord Tizo. After all this time. Turns her gaze to us. I never thought this day would come. I have all you to thank for this, for doing this for me. And I am much older now. I know not what I shall find in my return. However, I know this, that the place is still like the calm I thought so long ago. And I shall strive to make it better, for as long as I retain my strength and breath. Farewell then, reader. All of you. For now. May she return in glory.
Captain Jodariel. The
Huh.
scribes
Trying to think of like a game
are
I'm like
ever
really
merciful.
personal to. I mean, if you were talking about personal attachment, I've definitely got some attachment to Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, the GameCube Pokemon game. That one, I have a lot of memories about that game. There's a lot of memory there. There's a lot of old feelings. Now, here's one. Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. I played through the campaign as a kid. I had a copy of it. I still have the disc copy, actually, and my key code
May the
of the
scribes
original
have
version.
mercy on us all.
I spent so much time playing on all the scenario modes. It's what actually made me interested in, like, mods and game design to an extent and just all that stuff. Because it was just so different than anything I played at that time. It was like the first time I'd really encountered like modding in a game. Devil May Cry, but also cars. Star Fox Assault is definitely a classic for me. It's really like the Star Fox game I talked about. Kirby Air Ride is amazing. It's definitely a game I hold close. Dark Souls was an experience the first time I played it. I'm not gonna deny that. But I feel like it got overshadowed by Bloodborne for me. Like, Bloodborne is just the best one. Search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. You converse with it. The book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here. We'll travel at dawn. Okay. Headwind in his own after Jordiel's humiliation. He sent straight away what's on his mind. It's just, I can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me. I'm talking like she's... First of all, my friend, thank you. I know Ratchet and Clank, this stuff influenced my personality for so long and later made me enjoy Murder Drones. Yeah. I feel like the Souls-like games, From Software's entire library has affected my playstyle so much. I used to not play as many action RPGs, weirdly enough. But then, I don't know, Dark Souls just clicked it for me permanently, and I was just like, oh yeah, all this, all the time. I used to be more of like a turn-based RPG kind of person, believe it or not. It was weird. Don't get me wrong, I played some first-person action RPGs too. I wasn't really much of a third-person action RPG, though. The Imp, who... Nope, we already did this. Alright. Continue onward. Morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Moonlight Alcove. Yeah, I mean, personal, as in the story leading to growth and changing your view of the world. Narcissu is one of those few for me. Yeah. I have some books that have definitely influenced me a bit. But I'm not really sure a game has, like, the story of a game has so deeply touched me. One second, let me check my library. I mean, don't get me wrong, the depression of Dark Souls definitely affected me. Like, the endless cycle of death and rebirth and all being kind of meaningless. It's definitely one of the foundations of my whole nihilism thing, but I was already kind of nihilistic before that, so... The Forgotten City was actually weirdly like that for me. It was kind of interesting. I'm not sure, have any of you played The Forgotten City? It was a game that originally started as a Skyrim mod. And it's basically you find your way back in time to this portal. And there's basically this ancient Roman place, but it's no longer in a time loop. And there's basically a vow saying if you break any of like the laws, there are certain laws here. And if you break any of them, everybody dies, gets turned to gold, and time resets. And you're apparently been brought into the time loop mid-loop after somebody else before you was in the loop. It's really interesting. I have some business to attend to. Please leave a lag in my care for now. And the ending where you, like, find the ruins of this place in a museum years and years later. It's kind of interesting. Lone Minstrel finds you poring over a book of rites as you've been leaning through your stay in this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you wish to see. Actually, if you're talking about influential things for me, Percy Jackson really got me into mythology. He got me to look deeper at the myths, and then that was followed by OSP. I believe there's no inherent meaning in anything. The world is meaningless, and that means you should just have fun. Stop trying to live your life by the expectations of some sort of code or creed, and just enjoy yourself, man. After all, if there's no point to anything, nothing is more important than anything else, aside from maybe survival so you can do more stuff. Several rights avail you to at once. Choose your path towards salvation. Okay, so now we can do rights in different orders. A long way off. Volfred sword. How are we to reach the Hulk of Wars in due course of time? Preparations are complete. You will assemble the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing in time. As the years advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rights this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribes Gate. Our next chance at liberty all presents itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Alright, I think this is probably a good place to stop off. It's about 9:30, and I have some stuff I need to do before I go to work tomorrow, so I think this is probably a good place to go ahead and stop and, you know, check in on this. And I think I'm probably going to keep playing a bit of Pyre, and I'll play a bit more Enigma, and then on Thursday, if I have some time, we'll see. Hopefully I have some time before Thursday. Hope Narcissu reaches you like it reached me. Yeah, I'm always interested to see stuff. Be flashy, straight, crazy, I don't care what others say, but I still believe some higher meaning could await us. Yeah, but eternity is just an endless black void slowly dying in the stars. Until they too are consumed by entropy, until even the black holes decay, and nothing is left but electrons floating in the void, until even they wink out of existence, leaving us in endless darkness. And what do our lives mean then? What will the planets have meant? Nothing. Nothing will have meant anything. It all just died. It all went black. Maybe it'll all start over with a big bang again. Maybe the light will blast forth again, and it'll all happen again and again. In which case, if everything's going to go on endless repeat for eternity, I'd rather my endless repeat self at least enjoy the brief moment of existence he gets. So, that's my general philosophy on things. Just have fun. Enjoy the dark. Yeah. Anyway. I think this has been a good stopping point, though. We managed to free the first of our companions. Ugh. I have layers. Much like an ogre. So, I think Pyre is a very good game, and I actually look forward to seeing where it goes in the story. Although I'm really interested to see where Enigma is going, and I really need to make time to actually play some more of that game. So I will definitely look forward to both those. And I'm not sure if we're going to be playing more Pyre next time. We'll have to see. I'm genuinely not sure. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here right now. Until, because I've decided that, like, we're about a month away from the, what is it? Monster Hunter Wilds, which I definitely want to play. Layers, I mean. I have liars too, D. Layers. I mean layers. Anyhow. I guess I will see you all next time. Have a great night.